a time deep down St. Louis, there was a guy called Ron and his wife named Susie. They later became stars in a Hollywood movie. So let me tell the story from beginning about how we do it. Ron is an accountant who loves gold and silver. A printed cash and cryptocurrencies gave him a shiver. So he started streaming first base in bed he delivered. But he was slowly starting to smell something even iller. Susie showed Ron a newspaper article about him every coin named after human particles. Ron asked what type of unicorn fart dust that is. It's still the article left a bright spark of interest. Curious how he is, he thought about a twist. Making a meme coin to show how worthless it is. He called it USD, presented in his dreams and stated, shoot, don't fight, please listen to me. Unicorn fart dust, 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 unicorn fart dust.
Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the basement. There's absolute chaos erupting in the world economy. So much uncertainty, but that will be good for cryptocurrencies. That will be good for unicorn fart dust. It'll also be good for silver and gold. Gold in particular, as we've already seen, is hitting all-time highs. But the cryptos and silver will follow. We're going to talk about some of these big events, why they matter. We're also going to talk about some very interesting developments within the unicorn fart dust ecosystem as well. But first, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Ron's Basement. This is not possible without you. So please always feel welcome here. You're always welcome in the basement. Subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on X, retweet this, repost it. Let's get the word out to more and more people. If you're watching on our new exclusive, focused Unicorn Fart Dust YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe there as well. And don't forget, this is not financial advice. Don't buy or sell anything. Make any type of financial decision based on anything that I say. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do have a large amount of our own personal wealth invested into unicorn fart dust. So our horns are aligned, and horns up, dusters. Horns up, dusters. Could it get any more crazier out there right now? Let's head straight over to this article. I can't believe this. I mean, it's really, really unbelievable what is going on in the world. President Trump again asked the Fed's Powell to lower rates, calling him a major loser. A major loser. Can you believe that the president of the United States is calling the head of the United States Federal Reserve a major loser? This is not a political statement one way or the other. It is just shocking, though, because the Fed is supposed to be completely independent. And again, we're getting this unbelievable rhetoric out of Trump. He said, quote, there can be a slowing of the economy unless Mr. Too Late, again, he's referring to Jerome Powell, a major loser, this is a quote, lowers interest rates now. The president posted on his social media website, Truth Social, on Monday morning, saying that preemptive cuts in interest rates are being called for by many. Guys, never in my wildest dreams, look, I've got this box, right? Do not open, where I keep Jerome Powell. I was afraid I was being too hard on the guy, that there'd be, people with black coats knocking on my door telling me to knock it off. But we've got the president of the United States calling him, quote unquote, a major loser. It's creating a lot of uncertainty in the world, a ton of uncertainty. Okay. On top of that, right, we've got what's going on with all the Doge cuts, with Elon Musk, all the job cuts in Washington, D.C. On top of that, we have this tariff situation, which is completely uncertain right now. People don't know what to do. And what's happening is, right, the dollar is going down in value. We'll take a look at that a little bit later on. But the stock market, which has also been in kind of a bubble, is going through a major correction. People are freaking out. Interest rates are going up. Now, let me tell you something. When you have mass uncertainty in the world, what is supposed to happen is that interest rates come down. because the economy's slowing down. Everybody thinks the Fed is going to cut rates, and people run for safety. People run to bonds. They buy bonds. And when people buy bonds, the price of bonds goes up, and that makes the yield or the interest rate go down. It's called the inverse relationship between bond rates and bond prices. That's not happening. People are selling stocks, and where are they running? Where are they going? Right now, they're going to gold, which is at an all-time high, but they're also looking at things like Bitcoin. Let's go look at the 10-year bond yield, and then let's look at the Bitcoin and crypto prices. I believe this foretells very good things down the road for crypto, for the metals, but also for our friend Unicorn Fart Dust. Right now, let's go take a look first at the crypto prices here. We're going to head out to CNBC, and looks like we are, okay, here we go, right? There's the gold price, right? They're almost $3,500 per ounce. Silver is lagging. I believe silver will play catch up, but we're talking about crypto here today. Wow, look at Bitcoin closing in on 90,000. Look at Solana, 142, right? That didn't dip down to what, 106, 108, not too long ago. Dogecoin, okay? Let's see how Dogecoin's doing. That's kind of the blue chip of the meme coin sector. And Doge is up, although still hasn't really reacted. The meme coins will be most likely, that's a 1-year chart, will be the last to react. So, guys, we're in good shape. Let's go take a look at UFD and see where we are right now. Price-wise, we're back up to $25 million market cap. We are. Hey, we broke through. We're number 6. Uh-oh. Hold on. Sorry. There we go. Apologize for that. We're at $25 million market cap, and the number that we really want to focus on at UFD, the one I'm really interested in is that one right there, number 690. What that means is that we are the 690th largest crypto out of almost 10,000 active cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap. Yeah, that puts us in the top 7%, Dusters. So hats off to you, right? I mean, let's think about how far we have come in just a little bit over 4 months. It is a big deal. Oh, I promised you a quick glance at the 10-year bond yield. We don't dig too far into the deeps, into the weeds, I'm sorry. But here we go. Here's the 10-year bond yield. And what we can see here is this is a 1-month chart of the 10-year bond yield. Bond yields are not going down. Actually, back here 2 weeks ago, they were at 4% and currently sitting at 4.4%. Typically, when you have periods of market uncertainty, this should go down. Where are people going? They're not buying bonds. That's what that tells us, right? Where? Why aren't they buying bonds? Well, you know why, because people realize that the U.S. government's broke, but that's for a different time for us to discuss. People are putting their money into other safe haven assets, things like gold, things like Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, digital gold, and that will continue. Okay, I wanted to announce to everybody this morning, if you get a chance, please go out to the Ron's Basement X channel, X profile account, whatever it's called, and we have a really cool new video, and I need to share that with you. Sorry about that, guys. We have a really cool new video that came out from our sponsor, Ledger, where I go through the setup process on the Ledger Flex hardware wallet. And if you want to learn about setting up a new Ledger Flex, what the crypto hardware wallet setup system is like, what it means, I learned so much during this great session that I had with one of their top techs. It's really fascinating. And if you're new to crypto, if you're new to hardware wallets, please watch this. I guarantee you will get a great deal from it. And Don't forget, guys, there's a link in our link tree where you can go check out all the different Ledger products that are available. Let's move on to this next point. And thank you, Ledger, for your sponsorship. And thank you for that video. And thank you for helping me get my Ledger Flex set up. That's where I secure my beans. And it really, really feels good, guys. Don't make the same mistake I made and wait until after something happens to think about security. Think about it before something happens. Trust me, you'll be glad that you did. This just shows yesterday what we talked about. It's from Cameron Winklevoss. Cameron Winklevoss. And he reposted this. Hold on here. Hold on one second. Here we are. He reposted this from the Watcher Guru, which shows just how crazy yesterday was in the markets. 1.5 trillion wiped out from the U.S. stock market. That's the part on the left. 60 billion was added to the crypto market. So yesterday, when the general markets were just reeling in pain, crypto did well. Again, people aren't moving their money into U.S. bonds. They're moving their money, right? Their flight for safety is going into crypto, and eventually will filter through to UFD, no doubt about it. Let's look at some more encouraging news for Unicorn Fart Dust. This post got a lot of attention. This came from GMAC Crypto. He says UFD will 500x at the very least from this point. It has been through the trenches since its inception, and the coin, the founder, and the community remain strong and bullish after all the ups and downs. This tells me one thing. UFD will be massive, and the gains made on this are going to melt faces. And he's got a nice looking picture there. And then this compares where we would be if price of Unicorn Fart Dust when its market cap reaches the all-time high market cap of Pepe. That would be almost $12 per bean. Again, not financial advice, just a really interesting, and more than just interesting and fun, but a real kind of quantitative way to look at just how undervalued some people think UFD is. Again, invest responsibly. Please, guys, whatever you're investing in, always invest in a responsible manner. Here's another interesting post regarding UFD from Fartador last night. A UFD whale who last bought UFD at the Pico bottom and sold at the Pico top just re-entered with all of his previous gains. So we've got a big whale coming back to join us. Speaking of which, hold on here. Speaking of farts, let's go take a look at, and our hats are always off to this community, and that would be Fartcoin. Let's go see how they're doing, because I had heard this morning that they were above. Wow, guys, Fartcoin. We're happy for Fartcoin. They are at a $1.07 billion market cap. Congratulations to everyone who owns Fartcoin, and congratulations to the UFD community, because you know what? If Fartcoin can go above $1 billion and do it right now, we can do just the same. There's no doubt in my mind. Okay, Fartcoin's a real unique situation. I was talking to a high-level investor yesterday, and he confirmed for me that it was like created by AI, and there really isn't like a team behind Fartcoin. It's just this really pure meme that has taken off. Now, we don't really consider ourselves to be a fart, whatever you would call it. Like we're Unicorn Fart Dust. We're UFD. I like to think of us as more of a cryptocurrency than a meme coin anyway, but nonetheless, I digress. I think we're more like Bitcoin than we are like Fartcoin. However, when we look at what they've done, and when I compare the depth of our community, Fartcoin's just different. And again, my hat's off to everyone at Fartcoin who's done well. However, when I look at the community involvement, the depth of the community, the way that our community is forged together, I don't see much of a comparison. And I know that as we move in, right, into these coming months, quarters, and years, that we are capable of doing anything that Fartcoin's capable of doing, and maybe even, maybe even more. Again, that's just my opinion. Don't base any financial decisions based on anything that I'm saying. Let's look at what Blockchain Bob. Did you hear what Blockchain Bob was saying about us? Hold on here. See if we can find Blockchain Bob. There he is. And okay, Blockchain Bob said, am I the last UFD bull standing? So I thought, who is this Blockchain Bob guy? Okay, he's pretty popular. He has 40,000 followers on X, and he's throwing out the question, am I the last one standing? Guys, look what he got, the response that he got. 79 people came back to him, and we love you, Blockchain Bob, and we're glad you're part of our community. I was not giving you a hard time, but look at all the people that came back to Blockchain Bob. Is our community robust, right? There's Emma Bear. There's Hold Fast a Pair. I mean, there's just one after another of posts from people saying, oh yeah, we're still here. There's P. Okay, guys, we are robust. We are strong. And that was on a day like yesterday. That's after a period of time that really has been quite challenging for UFD. The next thing, UFD and the entire crypto world, I mean, it's not just us, right? The entire crypto world's been through a difficult time, but Duster number 01 put out some UFD distribution holder update, okay? This was as of yesterday. Yes, over the last 15 days, our number of holders went down by 1%, okay? But guys, again, relative to what's happening out there, we're doing awesome. And look at this is what really got me excited. When we look at the number of holders who have over $10,000 invested in UFD, we're at 326, over $1,000, almost 2,000, over 100, 6,000, over $10, just $10, 14,000 people. Here's our top 10 holders. We're going to come back to this in a second. Whoop, make sure I got us on the right tab, which I do. Sorry, guys. But our top 10 holders only own 21% of our coins. This is a community-driven coin. And when these big guys want to come back in, think about this, okay? Think about this. We got 326 people with over 10,000. If you add that to the people with over 1,000, that's about 2,000 people. Then you add that to the number of people over 100, that's about 8,000. And add that to the 14,000 with over $10, that's 22,000 people. That means we have like about 15,000 other people who own less than $10 worth of UFD. Diamond Hoof Dusters, that's not like massive money to them that they may need to sell for one thing or another. Most likely, right? Everybody's situation is different. But what I'm saying is our holder distribution, when our top 10 holders only have this much, and you figure, guys, that there's just a massive number of people, again, based on my calculations, like another 14,000 people who own less than $10. We are truly the community coin. I mean, there's really no, in my opinion, no comparison whatsoever. Let's do the duster of the day. We have a very, very, very special duster of the day today. Today's duster of the day is the one and only, the Bean, okay? The Bean has been with me and with UFD from the very, very early stages. She does an incredible amount of work for the UFD community. I could easily tear up telling you about just how hard she works, unpaid, like all of us, right? Nobody's getting a salary from Unicorn Fart Dust, and has done unbelievable high quality work for the UFD community from the very, very beginning. On a personal note, I really can tell you, I've interacted with her multiple times a day, every single day. She's working 7 days a week for the UFD community and working on some very difficult projects, juggling a lot of different let's say, interests that come at her from all over in the community. And it's not always easy, guys. I can tell you, there's a lot of requests that come in, a lot of ideas, a lot of things that people throw at, in particular, the Bean. And she does a wonderful, wonderful job of organizing things, communicating things, and keeping things moving in the right direction. And she's a wonderful, classy person. So today is the Bean, the day for the Bean. She is the duster of the day. I want to read for you something that she wrote to you, to the community. And she's very humble as well. Hold on here. It says, "Hey, Unicorn Fart Dust family, thank you so much for the Duster of the Day nomination. It means a lot to be recognized by such a wild, emphasize that, wild, supportive, and endlessly creative crew. This community is something rare. It's full of people who show up, who toss glitter when the world gets heavy, who laugh through the weird and remind each other that being exactly who you are is more than enough. What that kind of magic, it's powerful. The phrase that sticks with me most is, quote, you don't get what you wish for, you get what you fight for. And that's what this community is. Fighters, makers, movers, showing up every day, pounding the pavement, demanding to be seen and heard. I haven't witnessed this kind of grit in a long time, and it's inspiring. So whether you're out there dropping daily magic on the timeline, hyping someone up, or quietly dusting in the background, please keep going. You matter. You're seen, and you make this space better by being part of it. Endlessly grateful to be in the dust with such great, good-hearted humans. The Bean." All right, guys, please join me. Please join me in recognizing the Bean. Yes, you, the Bean. I hope you're watching, as the Duster of the Day. Let's all install her golden horn. She's really the duster of eternity. We appreciate you, and we appreciate everything that you're doing for the community and for each of us. Thank you, the Bean. One last thing I wanted to touch on. Everybody's saying, why is the price of gold going up? Why is the price of gold? Because Bitcoin is digital gold. So people in the crypto world are interested. Why is gold going crazy? Why is gold going crazy? You need to think about this. It's not the value of gold that's going up. It's the price of the US dollar that is going down. The value of the US dollar, unfortunately, that is going down, that is causing, right, what appears to be the price and value of gold going up. Let's go take a look at the DXY index, because it has just been on an absolute wild ride the last few days. Okay, so it's up a little bit today, but still well below that critical 100 level. President Trump, whatever they say, whatever they're talking about, that's great. But the reality is they want a weaker dollar. That helps to stimulate the U.S. economy and it's the only way that we can actually pay back the national debt in this country right now. So keep an eye on this. It is absolutely critical. And I want to look at interest rates as well, because that is such a hot topic at this point. And I found something very interesting. We're going to look at just two data sets here. This is the CME FedWatch tool, which will tell us what the big money, the big money is betting that the Fed will do with interest rates. And again, the next meeting here, I think it's about 20 days. It's on May 7th. There's a 90% chance. If you look right here where my yellow cursor is, you can see that the current rate 4.25 to 4.5. So, and that's this right here, 4.25 to 4.5. There's a 90% chance that the rates will remain the same at the next meeting. Some people are saying they're going to cut rates. Well, according to the big money, there's a less than 10% chance that rates will get cut. However, let's go out a full year from now. Let's go to the April meeting in the year 2026. And this is very interesting. This is what the big money is saying. Again, here I'll get the crayons out. All right, here's the current rate right? 4.5, 4.25. That didn't work. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. There we go. I'll just underline. All right. Here we are. I'll just underline that for you. That's the current rate. That's the current interest rates. If you look down here, okay, the lowest rate is 4.0 to 4.25. That means there's basically all these probabilities are lower rate ranges, that there's a 100% chance that a year from now, interest rates are going to be lower. Hold on, 100%. But what's very interesting is if you take this part of the table, this shows that there's this if you add these ranges together, there's an 80% chance. Okay, if you look here, that's 3.25, which is a full 1% lower. This tells us there's an 80% chance that rates are going to be at least 1% lower or more. Right? This is 3.0. That's 1.25%. That's one. There's a 17% chance that rates are going to be down by 1.5%. So, guys, what this is telling us is that under no situation are rates going to be higher a year from now. And very likely, we're going to have interest rates that are going to be a full 1% lower. Right? Everybody's seeing that coming. And what that means is an easier monetary policy environment, which we know will continue to be supportive for crypto, for precious metals. Hey, thanks for joining me. Thanks for being part of the basement today. Congratulations again to the Bean for being Duster of the Day. Be good to yourself today, guys. Let's have some fun, right? Good attracts good. Let's be active on the timeline. Things are starting to pick up. Things are looking brighter. They've thrown everything at Unicorn Fart Dust from day one. I'm so proud of this community and the robustness with which we've been able to withstand what have been some very, very challenging circumstances, right? And prove that we are here to stay. Again, I was talking to a high-level investor yesterday, and I asked him, what do you recommend we do at UFD? He said, just keep doing what you're doing. This guy did mention that it would be very beneficial if we got a listing on Binance. Look, we know we all want that. If the people at Binance are listening, hey, please check out UFD, right? We're legit. We're real. We're 100% transparent. We have team members that you can talk to. We would love to get listed on Binance. But he basically also said that, guys, keep doing what your community is doing because you really, truly are different. This really is a unique situation, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Look, there can never be another UFD. There can never be this web of unbelievable depth of relationships that we've all built with each other, this core, solid foundation of a community that really, truly is positioned for greatness. I think the more that we've had to deal with, the more that we've proven our strength, right, in the face of all these storms, that just gives us more built-up energy to move higher going forward. A lot of people say, well, it's not about the price of the coin. Well, the price of the coin matters. It matters to everybody. And, the entire crypto world, the entire meme coin sector has really gone through a difficult period. And this community has proven day in and day out that you'll show up, you'll keep working, right? And we'll do what needs to be done to ensure that UFD is here to stay. And I can't get over the fact, guys, that we are just such a pure form of crypto. I'm going to be going to check out the Bitcoin conference, and I'm like, we are baby Bitcoin. I truly believe that. Please tell me of another crypto that is as decentralized and pure and transparent as what we have with UFD. Tell me of another crypto that has such a diverse holder base, right? Tell me of another crypto that allows the community, right, to come up with these unbelievable ideas. DJs, advertising campaigns. I mean, you name it. You guys are really doing a great job. And you know what? I didn't say hi to Susie. Let's see if Susie, are you there? Okay, did I miss anything today, sweetheart?
Oh, I think you did. You covered about everything, dear.
Okay, thank you. Everybody just wanted to say hi.
Hi, everybody. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Okay. There's Susie. For those of you who are new, that's my wife, Susie, and we keep her in this nice purple Adirondack chair. And she's here for moral and technical support as we work our way through these live streams. So let's go take a look at the major markets real quickly before we sign off. The wrong one. Where did it go? There it is. Hold on here. Okay. This is CNBC, and let's look at crypto and see how crypto's holding up this morning. Come on, crypto. Yeah, wow, Bitcoin. Let's go Bitcoin. Let's go Doge, almost up 7%. Wow, Solana up 5%. Okay, guys, it's looking up. You know, gold and silver still up, and looks like the major U.S. markets are up as well. So, all right, everybody, let's keep up the great work. Let's go Dusters, huh? Right? Go out and find ourselves some buttercups to convert today. But day by day by day, we are doing what it takes through the good times, through the challenging times, and we're going to be here for each other. Good attracts good, but first and foremost, it's got to start with you. Be good to yourself, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.